Hello, friends, and welcome back to r/ProRevenge. Let's start with a story of petty revenge on the boss. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you're new here and turn on notifications so you don't miss a new video every single day. Here we go. Boss made me pay back trainings. Cast, me, OP, AB, awesome boss, BB, B-word boss. I was working for a big company in Europe and received some training paid by the company. They introduced a policy which makes you pay back costs for training over 24 months. After about 3 years, I found a better paying job. AB was okay with it, but BB was PO'd. The last month, BB and I had only exchanged 4 words. BB never wanted to know exactly why I left, nor what to change in the company. Side note, 10 to 20 people left after me. Now the thing, your boss can overrule this policy. That was quite common. AB wanted to do that, but we had a timing issue. HR asked AB and BB about the training. AB was on vacation and BB was there. BB answered in an hour and told them to make me pay. I've signed that agreement for the trainings, and yes, I needed to pay. I'm not angry about the policy, because I was aware of it. Why am I angry? Enforcing this policy hurts me way more than the company. 1,000 euros for me is a lot of money, but for a billion-euro company, this isn't noticeable. I talked with several other team leads, and they all told me that they're not enforcing this policy. They just don't want to hurt an ex-coworker financially, and I was stupid enough to hope the same from him. Now, my petty revenge. Before I left, I set an auto-response to my emails. It was something like, "Dear sender, I left the company XY on date. I can't answer you anymore." But then I added another sentence. "If you need anything else, please contact BB's email address." The aftermath. I met some ex-coworkers a month later, and they told me about the fallout. BB was PO'd. He received emails about things he had no clue about. He told IT operations to change my auto-response, but guess what? They needed my password to do so. And the icing on the cake, my auto-response was active for 6 more months because the company does not delete accounts in that period. I know that I was childish. I think my small prank cost him more than the training. My happy ending. At the end, I even had a small happy ending as I got back 350 euros from tax returns for the trainings. And our second story. Karen at midnight. My very first job was at Jack in the Box. I was 17 and it was 1995. And one Thursday night, I was manning the fry station. It was a graveyard shift and was getting close to bar rush. Chico, California is a college town with many bars, so I was getting ready for the 1 to 2 hour onslaught that was to follow. Now, after about 45 minutes in, I was pretty busy, but not too busy, so my shift leader asked me to stop the fry station and start with the night cleaning, and he'd take over on the fry station. Sounds good, I said. I'd much rather be in the back doing dishes and prep work because no one bothers me. When all of a sudden I hear it over the headset in a shrill, "I demand to speak to your manager" voice. We all had one to hear orders from the drive-thru. "Yeah, I would like 200 tacos, please." They had, and still have, 2 regular tacos for 99 cents. I was freaked. I quickly poked my head out and asked, "Did I hear that right? 200 tacos?" The shift leader says, "F, get out here and help now." Now, we can only make up to 10 tacos at a time. Each batch takes 1:30 in the fryer, so I'm thinking of ways to maybe jerry-rig some fry baskets so we can make more of them. We ask her to park, being as it was going to take at least 25 minutes to make all these. I hear her shouting in the drive-thru, "No, I will not park. I want my tacos. I have a party to get to, and I promised the food, and I'm already running late." The drive-thru gal is pleading with her to park, as every minute she stays there hurts our average time. The boss doesn't like it when the average is over 3.5 minutes. The lady in the van shouts, "Where is your manager?" "I've been waiting long enough already." She'd been waiting for 6 minutes, and we'd just barely broken taco number 36. The shift leader goes to the window and asks her to calm down, and normally when these large orders are placed, they'd be called in at least 30 minutes in advance. She once again yells in the window, "Well, I'll park over there, but if they're not ready in 10 minutes, I'll be right back here, and I demand a cheesecake for my trouble." The shift leader hands her a slice of cheesecake from the little fridge down below. This satisfies her for the moment, and she continues to the parking lot. I'm standing there freaking out. At the moment, I'm the only one making these tacos, and putting the toppings on them when they immediately come up from the fryer is quite painful. Hot grease. I've lost all track of time at this point. There's lettuce and taco sauce everywhere. A couple rogue tacos were on the floor. I'm pumping them out as fast as I can. By the time I'm done making 10 tacos, the next 10 are done with the fryer. I put them in bags, dump the tacos on the prep area, put another 10 in, and continue. I guess it's been about 10 minutes because Karen's now in the lobby at the counter. Where the F are my tacos? I've been here forever. Where are my GD tacos? The shift leader approaches the counter. They're almost done. Please be a little more patient. We'll bring them all out to you as soon as we can. Remember, they're handling other orders while I'm taking care of these damn tacos, and bar rush is in full swing. Karen shouts again. Well, hurry the F up! You all are useless, I swear. I'm going to be here first thing in the morning to tell your manager what awful service I'm getting. She then leaves to go back to her car. I'm still pumping tacos out. I lost count a long time ago. I have no idea how many more I have of these to make. When the shift leader comes to me and says, Whoa, Eric, you can stop now. You've made 20 tacos over. He asked me to run them out to Karen in the parking lot and then take my 10-minute break to cool off. I head out with several bags and head to her van. She looks at me and says, It's about effing time. I've been here over an hour. It had been just under 30 minutes. She swipes the bags like 5 at a time and pulls one of the tacos out to eat it. Before she takes a bite, she looks at it, then goes nuclear. I effing said no cheese. I'm lactose intolerant, and I told the guests of my party that I'd be bringing them a lactose-free meal. I want a refund. You'll make all these over again with no cheese. I quickly run back in. Did she really say she didn't want cheese on her tacos? The shift leader looks puzzled and asks the drive-thru girl. She says no. The receipt doesn't say anything about no cheese, and nor does the order screen. I sure as hell didn't hear no cheese over the headset. The shift leader and I head back out to her. He calmly says, You never said anything about not wanting cheese on those tacos. I'm sorry, but there's nothing we can do, and you're not entitled to a refund. She goes nuclear again. I know what I GD said. I said no effing cheese. Now make me new tacos with no cheese. Give me a refund, and I'm keeping these others just for wasting my time. The shift leader says, I'm sorry, but you really didn't say anything about not wanting cheese. Every employee in there never heard no cheese over the headset. I can't give you a refund on such a large order as we didn't do anything wrong. Now I must ask you to leave as we have other customers to serve. She yells again. How dare you? Do you know who I am? I'll have your job for this. She quickly starts her van, throws it in reverse, and peels backwards, crashing into a trash can and almost hitting the shift leader. He heads back in, and I take my 10-minute break, sucking down 2 cigarettes back to back before heading back in. I know I was 17 and smoking at the time. I smoked since I was 13. Don't judge. We finished the bar rush with no other issues and finished the shift. I head home. At around 11 a.m., I get a call from the main manager asking for my side of what happened last night. I guess Karen had called and told her that she'd called in an order for 200 tacos a good 45 minutes before showing up for them, asking for no cheese over the phone. We made her wait almost 2 hours and gave her cold food, also saying that everyone was cussing her out and being very disrespectful. I told her exactly what happened, and my story lined up with the shift leader, the drive-thru gal, the grill guy, and the guy that was there just for truck delivery. Nothing more happened. Karen was banned from not only our location, but we called other fast food chains in town, including our competitors, explaining what had happened the night prior. I don't know if she was banned from other places, but she definitely wasn't welcome back at the Jack in the Box in our town. This was 1995, though, so who knows what now. I think I'd have had a psychotic break on her at the cheese part. And our last story. Was forced to do a task, got my entire chain of command fired. I've been serving in a certain military branch for 5 years, and I'm nearing the end of my contract, so the give-a-care is completely gone. I'm in charge of inventory of specific pieces of equipment, smaller pieces that are used by many people at my job. From time to time, these pieces disappear. Most of the time, that just means things are misplaced, but we just got out of a certain period where we had many hired contractors at our job that tend to take things. Now, every once in a while, we conduct an inventory on these pieces of equipment for accountability reasons. When we lose things, it looks very bad on my work. more specifically, bad on my bosses. So I prepared the inventory and was startled by the amount of missing pieces. I did everything I needed to do and presented the inventory to my boss. He didn't believe we had so many pieces missing and asked me to inventory them again, so I did. Got the same number, and put the inventory in his inbox. A few months go by and I get the same thing. There can't be that many, do another one. So I'm very compliant and do it again and again and again. This gets dragged on over a year and I'm starting to notice something. My boss is about to leave soon and he's deliberately pushing this off to the next guy to cover himself. So last week I was sleeping since I worked nights and I'm woken up. My boss tells me I have to do a very specific survey with my coworkers that'll get sent up to the head honcho. The survey allows the small guy to have a voice directly to the top. I tell him that I have the night watch, but he doesn't care and demands I go do this survey. Fine. Before the survey starts, our boss tells us we need to be completely honest and all those surveys are anonymous. Rad. I wrote down what had been happening with the inventory and directed where they could find the documentation of the done inventories. Fast forward to yesterday, all my bosses are fired, and now I'm reporting to new people who are now fixing the issues with the inventory. Hey, I heard you guys are missing some C4? Is that stuff as good at getting squirrels out of trees as I heard? Thank you all for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one.